All right, welcome to Acadia. I got in very late last night. It was like after 10 o'clock before I got to the Black Woods front country campsite. Set my tent up with a headlamp on and crashed out and slept in. I had plans this morning to get up very early and see the sunrise at Cadillac Mountain. I'm gonna try to do that in the morning. But anyway, I'll be in Acadia for the next few days. Just doing a bunch of day hikes all around the park. Starting now at the Beech Cliff Trail up to Beech Mountain. And if you saw the sign, there's a lot of trails through here that have iron rungs stuck into the cliffs that you climb up. I'll be doing the majority of those tomorrow, but it looks like we're gonna kick one off today as well. So, up to Beech Mountain for first trail of Acadia for me. That was a little overlook just off the main trail. It's very pretty, looking down on a beach that I just blanked on the name of. But and the yelling you heard was this sweet little Asian lady that was a little scared going down a little steeper section. And although I couldn't understand her words, I passed him on the way up. A very sweet little lady. I'm pretty sure she was yelling at her husband to something along the lines of, slow your ass down and help me out. So she got down fine. It really wasn't that bad. But she was scared. Beautiful lake behind me. Very steep though, going up for sure. How about this for a view, huh? Man, that is so pretty. It's a very charming trail. Yeah, it's nice. All right, so today and tomorrow for sure, kind of a choose your own adventure type deal with plenty of options on the way. So right now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna head that way. You see that little blue marker there, and that's gonna take me eventually up to Beech Mountain, Beech, 840 feet above sea level, which funny enough is also the height of the highest point in Mississippi, Woodall Mountain. Side note. Anyway, but then I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna hike these Canadian Cliffs Trail and loop back down to the parking lot. So that's the plan. Another view of this lake down here, and then it's off to Beech Mountain. All right, I just crossed over the Beech Mountain parking area, and as I passed by the sign for Beech Mountain, yeah, it said Beech Mountain this way and Fire Tower. If you know anything about me at all, you know I absolutely love fire towers. Crazy about them. I had no idea there was a fire tower up here. I have no idea if you can climb it. Nothing. But we's about to find out. I'm pumped. So it's like a half mile up to Beech Mountain, and then we'll sniff around. Oh boy. What a pleasant surprise. That is so cool. And let's get up there. Let's get up there. I'm back on the Canadian Cliffs Trail, leaping my way back down to the car. There's a cool shot of the fire tower you can see up there. You can kind of make it out right in the center. Pretty cool. Beautiful views along these cliffs. Not right here necessarily, but occasionally it opens up into cool shots. Here's one of those impressive views. Not as good as from the lookout tower though, a little lower. Actually almost to the bottom, but this might be the last little view we got. As you can see out into the Atlantic Ocean. Very cool. Alright, next up for me, Long Pond Trail. See what we have here. Okay, a lot of cool stuff through here, mountains and all. I'm just gonna do a little back and forth. All right, man. Well, as I've mentioned, my legs are on the struggle bus after yesterday. So this next trail I picked is going to be a very gentle, scenic walk along this very long pond, which is called Long Pond. So that's the plan right now. I'm in the southwest harbor area of Acadia National Park doing some hikes here. And I think what I'll do, I'll put like timestamps for the different trails I do over the next couple of days. So Beech Mountain Trail, Long Pond, and then probably gonna do Flying Mountain next, just close by. And then take it easy the rest of the day, because I got big plans for tomorrow. But yeah, gentle, nice stroll along this very, very beautiful pond. Very quiet. Mile and a half down this trail, just hiking along the shore, and this is an appropriately named lake, Long Pond. Like I said, I'm already a mile and a half down. I think this is where I'll turn around. And this one has been very peaceful. New trail. I was going to go to Flying Mountain, and I still might, but I really wanted to see the ocean. So I'm on the Wonderland trail. Very short trail, like a 1.5 mile rain trip. And well, you can smell it, but I can smell the ocean. Yeah, I just did trip over a rock. We'll be at the ocean soon. All right, I've made it to Flying Mountain Trailhead. We can squeeze one more in today. It's 4:30. I kind of got a late start because I slept in because I was so tired. And then I went and had kind of a late-ish breakfast in Bar Harbor. A place called like Jenny Maine's breakfast. Something like that. Was really good. Then I drove over and I've been going ever since. So this will be the last one for today, and then I have another first, a very interesting thing for me. I'm going to go back to my campsite, get a fresh set of clothes, and take a shower at a public place where I have to pay 15 cents a quarter for a shower. Never done that before. I'm definitely going to wear flip-flops in there. But I scoped it out. It was kind of sketchy, but you know, you like get in your own little shower room or whatever. So we'll see how that goes. So yeah, I'm going to get cleaned up, head back into Bar Harbor for dinner, and that'll be it for the night. But we still got this one last trail. I picked a short one. That's another thing. Out here, it seems like this trail's kind of going everywhere. You kind of mix and match what you want to do, how far you want to go, whatever. There's a lot of options you can dial in. So I'm going to do Flying Mountain, and I'm going to make it just like a 1.5 mile loop. Real quick and simple. Like I said, it's 4:30. Knock this dude out, and then head back to shower in the public house and go eat dinner. So, last one for today. Long road type stretch through the forest just to kick this trail off. At the end of this, I think will be a lookout of the bay, cove, and then there's another lookout as you're rounding back around the loop. Then you go over Flying Mountain, and that's it. So I'm excited about the lookouts. This is Psalm Sound Overlook. I'm breathing a little heavy because I just climbed way down in there to see about as far as the cliff as you could go. But the views are really just as good up here, if not better. Yeah, pretty cool. So I'm right under Flying Mountain. Skip over the top of that and then back down to the car. All right, well, that is going to wrap up day one in Acadia National Park. As far as the Flying Mountain Trail, the beach was cool. There was actually a seal popping around in there for a little bit. I didn't get him on camera though, he kept ducking underwater. The overlook was fine, but the highlight of that trail was the summit of Flying Mountain. What a beautiful view from there. That was awesome. So anyway, today we did Beech Mountain, the Beech Mountain Ladder Trail, Canada Cliffs, Wonderland Trail, Long Pond, and Flying Mountain. And tomorrow we're going to kick things off with the Precipice Trail, which is the one I've really been looking forward to. It's the scary one in the park, I say, with the iron rails on the cliffs and stuff. We'll see. We'll figure it out ourselves. So anyway, I gotta go take my shower in that strange public house. And then I'm going to go into Bar Harbor and eat dinner. See you in the morning. Good morning. I slept in my hammock last night at my campsite in Acadia. and it was awesome. It's a little after 8 o'clock. I need to get up and get going. First thing on the agenda today is to take that shower. I still have not taken that shower. I had to buy a towel. I didn't know that, but I got one. So now I'm gonna go take a shower, which I'm so much looking forward to. And then we'll head out for the Precipice Trail. Good morning. All right, day 2, we're back at it. I'm at the Precipice Trail here in Acadia, and this is more what I expected for this trip because this parking lot is slammed. There's gonna be a lot of people up here. I don't know how much actual filming of the trail I'll do, and plus I think I'm going to use my hands a lot climbing, but I'll try. We'll see what happens. But time to kick this day off. I'm showered, I'm clean, and I'm ready to roll. Warning signs. Follows a nearly vertical route. Nice. Fun.
Yeah. I was just worried about the footing on the under road.
I can test it out
You
for
go
you.
all the way under.
Oh yeah, you can go through and it pops out right off the other
I
side.
thought you did that one, that part of this over.
Yeah, right here.
Okay,
Yeah, this is the route. It comes right out.
great. Glad you came along.
You're welcome. Now we start the fun part. Oh yeah. That's cool. Oh, you're good. Probably not smart to do this with one hand. But, I think I'll sit this way now. This is the only way I'm gonna be able to shoot this. I don't even have my tripod out because I'm using both hands to hold on. I just came from way down there where those guys are climbing up. Ladies climbing up. But yeah. Very fun trail. Alright. I think I'm almost to the top of this bad boy. Just gotta knock out this last section. This is what I would call a no-fall zone. It's a long way down, boy. But we're doing good. It's my birthday today, by the way. This is my birthday present, I guess. Climbing on rungs with life-threatening falls behind me. But hella views. Okay, I gotta put my phone away and we'll go around this rock. Alright. I've officially made it to the top of the Precipice Trail. not near as bad as I thought it was going to be. It was actually just a whole lot of fun. There was never a moment where I felt scared or in danger. There's definitely some cliffs, but it's a really exciting way to kick off the day for sure. Yeah, a lot of fun. All right, now I just got to get down. The downway is easy. I think it's just a trail, but it's a long loop back to the car. Beautiful morning though. All right, well, apparently wasn't quite at the top. I was done with the ladders, but once you get to the top of the ladders, there's still like another 100 feet of just climbing to do, just trail climbing. But now I'm at the top. Here's the signage I was thinking about earlier. And now I just go back down. So should be easy. There's a sign in front of me here. Let's see this. Pointing me where to go. So let's wrap this up. All right, let's just check out the view from the tippy top. That's awesome. Okay, and one more view from the top, because this is just too pretty. Videos never do it justice, but man alive. It's incredible. I see the waves breaking on the ocean down there. Let's see if you can get a shot. Yeah. Soon I'm going to be hiking the Ocean Path Trail, which I'm pretty excited about that. Get down there and it's cool. And there's the town of Bar Harbor in the distance. I'm kind of hit a zoom there. Whoop. Been there a couple times so far. Had breakfast. Had a nice dinner at the Thirsty Well Tavern last night. I'll be back again tonight. Not there, find me somewhere else to go. I'm thinking pizza. But yeah, anyway. Cute town, big boat. Big ocean. All right, well, I'm back at my campsite in the Blackwoods campground. Bit of a change of plans. I had driven down the park loop and actually parked on the side of the road where I was going to make this loop that was like the bowl, the Beehive, Gorham Mountain, and the ocean front path all in this like 5.5 mile loop. And it was hectic down there. There's so many people down there. But I was looking at the map and I realized that there's actually a connector trail from the Blackwoods campground that's like not even quite a mile that will connect to the bottom portion of that loop that I can do. So I was like, man, I'm just going to go back to my campground and hike straight from there. So that's the plan. But while I'm here, I will show you my my home that's been the past 2 nights and will be tonight as well before I head out for New Hampshire. So take a look at the house. All right, there's my little rental car that's very small and kind of a go-kart, but it's getting me around. There's the tent. I got here really late Monday night. I think it was after 10 or around 10. And so I set up that tent and I slept in there. But last night, swing this dude on around, I got my hammock up and I slept in my hammock last night. And weather permitting, which I think it will, I'm gonna be back in there tonight. I slept so incredibly well. Anyway, I'm about to grab my day hiking bag and head off in that direction and find this. It's called the Quarry Trail. Now that will take me to the loop that's going to hit a bunch of those big features and all those people. But, it's a little after 1 o'clock. It's going to be a good day. Well, this little quarry trail has been very, very pleasant. As expected, I'm the only dude on here. But I'm almost to the road where I'll do a little bit of a road walk down to start the Ocean Path Trail. And I know from being just down there a moment ago, it's gonna be a lot of people. So the rest of this part of the adventure might all be POV. Kind of like the Precipice Trail was, just because I don't like setting up a camera when there's people around. It's just weird. So I might have already said that, I can't remember. But yeah, smell of ocean right there. I can see it, and I'll be there in just a moment. I've made it to the ocean. There's cliffs over there that says something about rock climbing, like Otter Cliffs rock climbing. Now I'll walk this ocean path for quite a ways. The ocean's path trail is just this gravel walkway. Very friendly. And it just goes along the ocean, which is very nice. So that's the gist of it. Nothing hard here at all. Very casual, very pretty stroll. The waves are crashing. It's very pretty. And there's a man over here fishing. And we keep going. And there's a couple people getting married. A lot of life in one little frame. So that was the Thunder Hole. Now, to be honest, I liked it a lot. A whole lot. That was cool. Keep on trucking. All right, well, that ends the ocean front path, and now we're about to start the Beehive. Try to do this one one-handed here. Switch hands. Definitely a two-hand job. I've been very fortunate. Not a lot of people on this trail, and this is a very popular trail. I'm climbing up. These are just little rock stairs. These aren't holes, but they are steep though. Alright, this one is I'm almost to the top. It's much shorter than the Precipice trail, and it's not nearly as intense. Even though, like I said before, there was never a moment where I actually felt like I was in danger on the Precipice trail. But I mean, there is danger there. Don't fall. Very beautiful though. I like this section here. Climbing along with the cliff on my left. Rock wall on my left. The cliff on my right with the ocean views out in front. Very cool. Alright, let me see if I swing up onto here. Here's the official summit of the Beehive. Next up is the bowl. Beehive summit. And from the looks of the bowl, it's just a pretty lake. That's cool. Man, hell of a view. Next intersection, we're heading down to the bowl, which is 0.2 miles that way, so very close. Ooh, bright sun. So here's the bowl. It's a very, very pretty lake. Love stuff like this right here. But again, the only bad thing about this video is it's all shot in POV, like I was saying. Yeah, I've seen pictures of what that beehive can be like during like peak season, and it looks like a nightmare. So obviously it was way less than that, which was nice. But at the same time, there were still a lot of people around. There's some people behind me too. Let's see, where is this going? I think this is where I head straight. Maybe I'll branch off and get a little solitude here in just a moment. I think most people will wrap this loop up going that way. Well, I've officially broken away from all the crowds. I've turned off onto the, it wasn't the part I thought it was earlier, but it wasn't very far. I've turned off onto the Gorham mountain trail. And it's very quiet through here. And definitely the masses of people are down near the oceanfront Beehive. But yeah, this is very nice. There is a section coming up called Cadillac Cliffs. So that sounds interesting. And maybe we'll find this little hidden gem, get some good shots. So, completing the loop now. Oh, this is the top of Gorham Mountain. And again, incredible views up here. There's the signpost. And this one I have all to myself. Where are we at? 525 feet above sea level. Pretty cool. This is a sweet spot. This is definitely like a hidden gem, man. Hardly anyone up here. Really just me. Everyone's down there. And it is just absolutely gorgeous. It's a really great way. Dude, I still have a couple miles, I guess, to get back to Blackwoods Campground, but this is the last portion of my hike for today. It's a good way to cap her off. So this is the Gorham Mountain Trail, and it's awesome. And it connects to the Beehive and the Bowl and all those ocean path. So really what you could do, I was just looking at the map, there is a parking lot down here at the end of this called, I think it's the Gorham Mountain Trailhead actually. But you could park there, hike up the Ocean Path Trail, hit the Beehive, hit the Bowl, and do this and do like an abbreviated loop of what I'm doing without the extra trying to get back to Blackwoods. And that'd be a really, really awesome trip here in Acadia National Park. Nothing too strenuous or anything like that. And you get the Ocean Path, you get the crowds. Maybe you'll hit Beehive at a good time like I did, where it's not too crazy. I think there's probably always people on that trail though. And then you get this. as you head back to your car. That is a high quality day hike. This has been awesome. This has been like my favorite part of the day. Precipice was my favorite part of the day. Even though there were people around, that was a lot of fun. Beehive was fine. Pretty views, but not like exciting, like, you know. I've came across the intersection where you would head down to that parking lot for the Gorham Mountain Trail. I turned off on what's called the Otter Cove Trail, which is taking me through this very quaint forest, and will spit me out at Otter Cove, obviously. And that is where I actually joined the actual loop from All Trails when I came off the Quarry Trail, which is the spur over to the Blackwoods Campground. So, not too much further to go, maybe a mile and a piece, maybe less, mile, and I'll be wrapped up for Acadia Day 2. I am back in the Blackwoods Campground, almost to my tent site, and what a great day. I'm really hungry though, so now I'm gonna get cleaned up, head back into town, into Bar Harbor, and they give me a pizza and probably another piece of blackberry pie with some vanilla ice cream. So I've done about everything I've wanted to do in Acadia except for Cadillac Mountain. And I really wanted to see the sunrise, but didn't know you had to have a permit for that. But back at my site. Maybe we'll figure out a way to get up there tomorrow, or might start heading to New Hampshire. We'll cross that bridge in the morning. Right now, pizza time. Camp's all packed up, and this is going to be the end of my Acadia venture. I had 2 full days of hiking, hit some really cool trails, a lot of good food in Bar Harbor, and I'm about to head that way now. We'll go back to that Jenna's Maine breakfast, or Jenny's Maine breakfast, to get some more pancakes and bacon before I start rolling out. Going to hit the visitor center too. Need a coffee mug. But then yeah, I thought about trying to hit Cadillac today, but man, my legs are gassed, mainly from Baxter earlier in the week and climbing Katahdin, and then I've just gave my legs no rest. So I'm gonna let them relax today before we hit another hard trail in the morning in New Hampshire. So that's where I'll be heading. And yeah, Acadia's a great place. See you later.